Yeah, greetings, YouTube audience. Usually I'm broadcasting on Facebook, and I just wanted to try YouTube to see how that would work out. I just wanted to provide a brief comment on some anti-Trump rhetoric by one of the most hateful people in America, one of the uh, cookie cutter stamp members of the Congressional Black Caucus, Maxine Waters, who was interviewed on MSLSD and asked what she thought about Trump's comments that were reported by Lindsey Graham and not substantiated by anybody. So here is a brief clip from what Maxine Waters said about the President of the United States of America. Please listen.
Well, I have called him what I know him to be for a long time. Remember some time ago I called him scumbag? I've called him a racist, deplorable, despicable, added to what others are calling him, a moron, ignorant, on and on and on. The United States of America is represented by the most despicable human being that could possibly ever walk the earth. I don't know when Americans are going to tire of this lying man. It has been documented that he has told over 2,001 lies since he has been in office.
Okay, that's briefly Auntie Maxine Waters, who many of you, I'm sure, enjoy listening to her. Probably some of you maybe even have had the audacity to vote for her and keep this old witch in office, but that is your prerogative. You are able to do that because of the freedom in this country that was instilled here by the sacrifice of millions of Americans that came before us. And this Waters person, in fact, some time ago alluded to a reference that she'd like to see Trump taken out, which means obviously, although it's in a sense it's tongue in cheek, I'm sure she would have licked her greedy chops if Trump something had happened to him after she said that, because people like this are just far more foul than the president's words could ever be. People like this have hatred in their hearts, are narcissistic in the extreme, and don't even know it. And so when they see someone that they don't like who is in a position of power, such as President Trump is, they do all they can to make themselves look good and to make the president look bad. As further, being a member of the, as I mentioned, Congressional Black Caucus, Maxine Waters has an obligation to be anti-white, to push views that the Congressional Black Caucus pushes. And even though the constituents in her region where she won votes into office are not just black, but probably more Latino and white than they are black. She's not representing the people in her district as much as she is representing the black people in her district. So to the rest of those people in that district, I would like to ask you, are you satisfied to have this biased, one-sided woman represent you or not? Think about it when it comes time for the next election, which I believe is coming up in November. So think about an alternate candidate for Maxine Waters. Thank you very much. Goodbye.